Here are some of my thoughts on the photo and video of the new DJI Mavic Mini. The Mini tries to average out the center weighting of the scene, so often either the foreground or the background will be properly lit. To keep weight and cost down, the camera has a fairly small sensor. Unfortunately, that limits the amount of light entering, which makes it difficult to get a broad dynamic range and have foreground and background well lit. Fortunately, you can dial these up on the display. Exposure can be adjusted while the video is recording. That exposure can then be locked, and as the drone is flying, the lighting isn't going up and down. I was flying in a light breeze, and I got wind warnings on the display, but I still didn't have any problem flying. It was very stable. Unfortunately, you can see these warm colors in the evening, and it did change a little bit during the video. There's no way currently of controlling white balance on this camera, which is very disappointing and a pretty serious problem if you're doing video and the colors changing through the video. The only real control is exposure, and you'll be using that one a lot, particularly if you're going to be taking photos. The photos are pretty high quality for the size of the sensor. That 12 megapixel image with its 24mm equivalent camera does a pretty good job. If we focus in on that center 10% of the image and blow it up, we can see that a lot of the detail is still pretty crisp. So this little drone flies amazingly well for its size and price. Yes, the sensor is small, but it still puts out 2.7K at 25 frames or 1080p at 60 frames, which is very nice video. Not a lot of controls over f-stop, shutter speed, white balance, but all in all, actually it's a pretty impressive little camera, and its small form factor will give you access perhaps to videos and photos that other drones being larger and louder may not get you there. So I'm pretty impressed.